Welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel. My name is Bitget. Thank you so much for watching, and happy early morning on this Wednesday. All right, so let's get into it. A lot to cover. The merge is just hours away. And yeah, it looks like the big winner of the day so far is Celsius. Looks like they are communicating with their community, and it seems to be going pretty well. They outlined their strategy, and that's a big move. So pretty interesting to see what's happening there with Celsius. But for me, the big news was Luna 2, our big short, paid off beautifully. While we slept, Do Kwon's warrant for an arrest was issued, and it dumped, and it dumped big. So we finally got that big dump that we were waiting for. I thought this was going to take days, weeks to pan out, but it happened just in one night. So that short went very well. And so which short am I going to be eyeing next? I will talk about that in a bit. But first things first, what's going on with today, with the merge, how to play it. It's really tough right now. So first things first, BTC dominance is looking all sorts of bearish. On the 4 hour, it looks bearish. On the 2 hour, it looks bearish. I mean, it just looks bearish on basically all time frames, really. It's actually looking better on the daily, but as far as, the next 24 to 48 hours, not so worried about that. So super short term, it does look bearish, even though maybe heading into next week it does look a lot stronger. So keep that in mind with those alts next week. But that part of it makes me want to think that taking a fresh long would make a lot of sense, especially with the merge coming up. But then if we look at the Dixie short term is looking really strong. On the 4 hour, it's definitely looking like it wants to go up. So there we have conflicting indicators giving us conflicting information. So that makes it a little tough. Then if we look at BTC has been basically just ranging here on the 4 hour. We can see that it's been ranging here. Probably better right here. It's been ranging for a bit now, ever since that huge drop yesterday. And looks like it's ranging between 20,500 at the very high to very close to those very key levels, right, of 20,000. And if it were to close below 19,891, that's kind of like the magic number where you got to expect more downside in the short term. So what is going to happen in the next few hours? It just feels like a coin flip. You got BTC ranging, and then Ethereum does look like it wants to go up. It does on the 2 hour. The sellers are definitely starting to get tired. A little bit on the 3 hour as well. So, and I'm going to assume on the 4 hour as well. No, on the 4 hour still looking a bit bearish. But as far as the next day or so, 24 hours, can we see it right up and have a nice little run up to the merge? And it's just funny, right? Because everyone's thinking that up to the merge, it's going to shoot up, and then right before the merge, when the merge happens, that's going to be the time to sell. Well, what if it flips, right? And it starts pumping right before the merge or through the merge. It could happen now because of what happened with CPI numbers yesterday. So that just threw everything off. The TA was completely just wrong. It really was, because everything looked so bullish yesterday. Even the Dixie looked like it was about to drop. So yeah, it's really tough to justify a fresh long or short right now. It just is. It just feels like a coin flip. It feels like you're kind of just gambling. So what am I gonna do? Well, I think right now the best course of action right now is to kind of wait, see what the market does. I mean, if I had to pick and choose, I think Ethereum's gonna run some today. Maybe Bitcoin can run up a little bit today, but it's just really hard to be completely, feeling really bullish and good about things right now. It just really is. I mean, I guess one could make an argument that we could see BTC go as high as like maybe 20,600. It can get over that, then psychological 20,000, 21,000. But I just don't know. Yeah, I guess 20,944, maybe. And then maybe it would meet a lot of resistance because the macro is still looking so bad, and CPI really screwed things up. We have FOMC next week, and now 100 basis points is on the table. I seriously doubt it'll be 100. I think it'll be 75, but now I think in November 1st, we'll have 75 basis points instead of 50. But what I'm going to be doing is this. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on ETC. I think ETC could possibly run. It's been in this range that I kind of drew, and I think it could run to the top of the range if the things get spicy enough and FOMO enough with this merge over the next 24 hours, I guess it could. It wouldn't surprise me if it didn't, but I guess it could go up to the top of this range, which put it around what, $40.70. It's like, like an 8%er from here. No more, right? About 10%. And then I do think that it would be very hard for it to pass this resistance from back in early August. And then if it shows me that it can't get over this hump, that could be the perfect time to short ETC. ETC has been an amazing run down here. I mean, not that long ago, it was down to what, $11, I think. I thought it was 11. No, looks like it's $12.49. So it's basically 3x during a bear market. It's 3x while basically everything else from then has gone down. So look, guys, if BTC were to start dumping, and the macro shows that that's the most likely scenario, this is the kind of asset that's going to get hit the hardest. So if I was to short anything post merge, I would short ETC, even though the fundamentals look okay because of the whole proof, the fact that they will take on more of the proof of work, work, or traffic, I guess would be a better way of putting it. I still think that technically it just went up way too fast, too much during a time where it probably shouldn't. The macro sucks. I think BTC is probably gonna have to test those lows again after what happened yesterday. So in my opinion, this would present a really good short. I mean, even now, probably if you're okay to hold it through a possible run, but if you want to play what I think is the safest play as far as how to play ETC would be to just wait, see if it goes up, test the support line. I mean, this resistance line, and then take the short there if it shows that it can't pass it. And it could very easily, then drop all the way to the bottom again before it drops again. And I mean, look at that, it's $27. That could be a beautiful winner. That could be a really, really nice winner of about maybe like a 30% win. But if you leverage that with 5x leverage, wow. So, and look, guys, if you're looking to use leverage, I will have my Bitget link below. It's a great way to support the channel by using Bitget with my affiliate link below. So let's see what happens, guys. I do think that this could be the best thing to do. All right, so two other things that I want to cover real quick. EOS, we have on the 21st is their big event, their big hard fork. I may have to redraw this line. No, we'll let it be. It seems to be hugging it pretty well. So EOS could be another one that could run in the next days to come. I mean, today's the 14th, so their hard fork is a week away. And then post the hard fork, it'd be probably another great asset to short. So yeah, maybe short, ETC, then short EOS. Maybe that's going to be my play. I'm not sure. On the daily, it's still, I mean, it's hugging that line pretty well, barely, but it's not looking great. Let's see if it looks any better on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, it is kind of very close to oversold, but still, yeah, it's just tough, guys. It's just really, really tough. CPI yesterday really screwed things up, and it's really hard to get a clean read off anything. But I do think EOS at 148, you got to figure it's going to run. You got to figure from now until the 21st it's going to run. But what if the macro just completely dumps hard? I mean, this is an asset that not that long ago was at, a lot lower than this. I think 80 some cents. Let's see. I would have to go back a bit. But yeah, I think when I first started drawing this, 83 cents. So yeah, I mean, it could still be pretty dodgy. So so it's just tough right now. And then the other one is on the 22nd. ADA Basel fork is on the 22nd. So you got to figure that ADA is going to run. So if any of the alts run, so maybe first it's going to be ETH and ETC that run, and then after that it might be EOS and ADA that run, and then when that running is over, then I'll be looking to possibly short those. Just with the macro, I rather open up fresh shorts than longs at this point. But I don't know, if someone were to open up a fresh long right now with a tight stop loss, for example, for Ethereum or for ETC, I wouldn't blame them. I think ETC is one of the best performing tokens right now. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, 5.5%. It's one of the top ones right now. And kind of like Raven, due to the merge helping it out. And look at ADA, already at 3.9% there because of that, because of the hard fork FOMO coming for just a week or 8 days from today. So and EOS is not green just yet, right? So yeah, so like I said, EOS could be a good one. It has run up quite a bit though, so it does have its gamble to it. It is, kind of staying pretty close to that line, but you prefer to see it above it. But maybe I just need to redraw it. I don't know. I think I may have drawn it kind of loosely now that I take a better look at it, but it's not the worst, looking asset to take a fresh long because of the news. So hope this helps. I know that I'm all over the place, but the indicators are all over the place. So it's kind of hard to be very bearish or very bullish for the next 24 hours. If I had to flip a coin, if I had to, instead of flipping a coin, if I had to make a decision, I just think that this is such a big event. You got to figure that some kind of FOMO will kick in the next 24 to 48 hours, and Ethereum will run a bit along with ETC, I think. But I just, the technicals don't exactly support that. They don't negate it, but they don't support it. But Ethereum, historically, it's a lot easier to, what little time it's spent above 1730. That's where you want to be really bullish on Ethereum. Below that, at these levels, it's tough, but maybe it's a little oversold, all things considered. So yeah, waiting. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just wait and see, and then let the trades come to you. Don't try to force the trade. So hope this helps, and we'll talk tomorrow. Take care.